日本ニュースタイムへようこそ。
Hello there, morons! It's Victor and...
Tomoko desu.
Hey guys, it's Tomoko on Skype here. I hope this is getting a good picture there. This is the first time we've ever tried this before. I'm filming with my Lumix GH4 camera with the Gyogan lens. You know what Gyogan is? Fisheye lens. In English we say fisheye lens, in Japanese Gyogan. The kanji for gyo is fish. Anyway, today we're here for another JNEWS. These are some of my least watched vids, but I can tell some of you really appreciate them. So those of you who do watch these, thank you very much. We've had a big uptick in Patreon pledges, so if you're interested in supporting these videos, please go to Patreon. The link is in the description. That's enough of that advertising, but we do appreciate the support, and I'm glad to hear getting so many nice emails telling me thank you. Today, a little bonus for you. Got the beautiful Tomoko here. Tomoko's not wearing any pants, right? Oh damn! Ruin that fantasy for everybody. But Tomoko is a native Japanese and a Japanese teacher and a yoga teacher, and just a really nice person. And I just want to make a quick comment. This is my change purse, which I made a video about a week ago, and I said sometimes Japan pisses me off, and I mentioned my change purse, and a lot of people said that was gay. Nothing wrong with being gay. This is my little change purse. So this is what I'm talking about. Actually, you'll find that having a change purse is very useful when you come to Japan, right? Because there's so much change, and it's not like American change where it's a few coins. Right now, in my change purse, I have $9, so $10, right? I mean, these babies alone that's $5 right there, right? Almost, well, $4.50, whatever. So, and yesterday I probably had double as much. I just used it, a lot of it, so it's kind of empty right now. But you can carry up to like sanzen easily. 3,000 yen, Tanzan, change purse. So they're pretty useful. You have a change purse, right?
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, this is let's get to the video today. We've got a very controversial video today, and borderline racist, I think, Tomoko.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Japanese never think Japan is racist, right? Do you think Japan is racist?
No.
See?
I am not.
But do you think America's racist?
No.
No. Okay. Do you think
They are kind.
They're kind.
Yeah.
They're generous? They're Anyway, today's video is about a... do you want to say it in Japanese? 簡単な日本語で言ってくれる？一回。今日の話。We're going to try it. Okay, well, she'll speak one sentence by one sentence in Japanese, and I'll tell you the English. And we're going to do a summary, ね? Summary.
はい。
Summary, ね?
東京の六本木の
In Tokyo, in Roppongi,
トルコ料理店
at a Turkish restaurant,
で悪質な客引き行為が摘発されました。
a malicious, I guess malicious, vicious, it's such an improper word for this condition, but literally a malicious case of pulling customers into a store was exposed.
でそういう料理店、トルコ料理店で摘発されたのが初めて。
And that's the first time that has ever happened at a Turkish restaurant. Or at least there's been an arrest, right? So actually the point of the story is 逮捕されたね。
摘発されて逮捕されたんだっけ？
2人が逮捕された。
そうだね、否認してるのね。
So two people were arrested. 2人が逮捕された。And 2人も否認した。Is that right?
そう、一人は一部を否認、一人は否認してる。
So they both denied the charges. One of them completely, and the other one partially. Okay, 一部 partially. That's pretty much it, right?
はい。
Yeah, okay. Now, what we're going to do, so just to make sure you understand, for the first time ever, a law has been used to arrest people who are barkers, basically the guys that pull, literally the Japanese means pull customers in. And it's illegal all over Japan or just Tokyo? I'm not sure. Is it illegal all over Japan?
All over Japan, I think.
This may not be true, but it's illegal in Tokyo. And what part of Roppongi だったね?
Roppongi.
In Roppongi in Tokyo, I'll give you the English pronunciation. It is illegal to pull customers in. So when you're walking by, you'll see people say, "Hey, come on in," and try to encourage you to come in the stores. I think there have been some cases of people going into establishments, drinking establishments, especially, this law was especially created for sex service establishments, which are known as
風俗業。
風俗業, yes. 風俗業, literally, what's the kanji for wind family?
俗は俗語スラングの時の俗。
Oh, right, slang. But what does it mean? I'm not sure what it means. But anyway, I'll put it in the description. I should have figured that out. Kanji is interesting, but sometimes I forget some of the meanings. Anyway, fuzoku is basically sex establishments. They offer, services, right? Many different things. We don't have to get into that. It's part of Japanese culture, and often it's something that's sometimes considered acceptable, even in a marriage. Sometimes there have been stories, of course, not typical marriage, but there have been stories I've heard of mother-in-laws telling their gaijin husbands, "Hey, if you're going to cheat on my daughter, do it at a fuzoku. Don't do it don't fall in love and have an affair. Go to a sex service establishment." And I know people who actually are married and they'll go to those places, though it's not typical, but it does happen. Do you agree, Tomoko? It happens. そういうことあるよね。
まあね。
It's not 普通, it's not normal, but it does happen. Yes?
そう、ジャパニーズはあんまりセックスしないから、違うか。
Because Japanese, turn your camera on and off, please. Because Japanese, you're frozen. Because she joked that because Japanese don't have sex. Anyway, so this law was established to stop barkers from pulling people into these places, because sometimes they're super overcharged and there's a big problem. Someone will lose a lot of money. But this is the first time this law has ever been applied to a foreigner and to a Turkish restaurant. Now, interestingly enough, whenever you see a video on YouTube, not whenever, but often when you see a video on YouTube of a criminal doing something, especially that someone took, like on their cell phone, which is what happened in this case, they will blur out the picture, right? What is that called? Pixelization.
露出じゃないな、なんていうの、顔が出る。
ポルノでよくある、あれなんていうの、モザイク。Mosaic. The Japanese pronunciation is different. Mosaic. They will put mosaic on the face. English is mosaic, right? They'll blur out the face. But in this case, they didn't. So I thought that's kind of, I don't know if that's considered. Is that part of xenophobia in Japan? Xenophobia does exist. A lot of people on the internet want to say, it doesn't, you deny it exists. Well, it does exist. Of course, racism and xenophobia exist all over the world, but it is the most passive and, in a way, kind of worse. Because, in America, people don't like you. You can tell pretty clearly, and it's pretty blunt. But in Japan, it's quite a bit more subtle. For the most part...
時出るんじゃない？たまに出るよ、日本人も。
何が？
顔。
Yeah, I know. Often, yes. Often, but not always. Often it's covered. Especially if someone took it on their cell phone. For some reason. It's strange. Like, they'll show things on television that appear on the internet. You can see clearly. Remember that guy who put his fingers who was poking the oden?
So ka.
Like, he was on the internet, you could see his face, but when they put it on TV, they blurred his face. So it's strange. Who knows about the rules. But anyway... here's the point. You can see this guy's face, so we don't know. I mean, is that because he's a foreigner? Who knows? So that's the story. We're going to go through the vocabulary first. So in summary, Turkish man has been arrested for pulling in customers, and he said, I don't think it's a big deal. And one more thing is that there happens to be another Turkish restaurant in that vicinity. So the police suspect that maybe these two Turkish restaurants were competing for customers. And that kind of aggravated the situation, by they're both trying to get all the customers, so they're doing their best to pull in the most customers. So they resorted to this, but they didn't think it was bad. So one of the expressions we're going to learn today is, there was no malice behind my actions, which we'll learn in a few minutes. Let's go through the vocabulary, which I've sent to Tomoko. Yes. Hold on, let me just blow it up here so everyone can see it. We'll go through the vocabulary first, then we'll show the video. Of course, links are in the description. If you have trouble reading this vocabulary with me, look at the description, please. Okay. Someone complained about they're having trouble reading. I'll try to get I'll see if I can improve the the situation here. Is that better? Okay. Okay, as you can see, Tomoko's on the left and vocabulary is on the right, but again, it's in your description, so check that out. Okay, let's go through it. Tomoko, please.
悪質な
And yeah,
ごめん
yeah, we'll go one by one. Akushitsuna. So here we have, whoops, tilted here. Akushitsuna. And it's a weird word because it says malice, but if you, in this article, or I'm sorry, in this news story, they're saying that the action was malicious, but it's mostly just used for crimes, even in crimes that are not necessarily full of malice. Like this guy's just trying to get customers. So, そんなに悪意なんかないよね。
そうね
It's not really malicious. Akui is typical malicious. So anyway, but it's kind of a weird word there. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
客引き行為
Kyaku, customer pulling behavior, and that's basically being a barker, trying to pull people in. Okay, どうぞ.
ケバブ店員
Kebab is the Japanized version of kebab. Whoops! Oh no! What did I do? Oh my God! I screwed up. Hold on. Shish kebab. Shish kebab kebab. That's basically what they're talking about, right? The shish kebab kebab. Okay. Let's see. Anyway, I'm trying to blow this up a little bit. Sorry. Go ahead. Next one.
実体
Ah, that's what happened. What is it?
実体
Jittai. Jittai is the actual condition. Whenever you film something and it's the actual, you actually get something on film, they say jittai. Okay, go ahead. So the actual scene. Well, we can see the actual scene here. So you'll hear this before you see the actual footage of some crime being committed. Okay, go ahead.
立ちふさがる
This was a new word for me. I could guess it. Tachifusagaru is to stand in someone's way. So basically, get in the way. Right, go ahead.
しつこい
Shitsukoi. Shitsukoi, of course, is one of the most common expressions in daily conversation. You need to know this if you're learning Japanese. And shitsukoi means to be annoying and persistent. So when someone's super annoying, we say shitsukoi. Oh, shitsukoi. You just say, oh, you're annoying, man. Go ahead.
おごってくれない
This is a very good expression. It means, won't you treat me? If you're Australian, won't you shout me? Ogottekurenai. Kurenai is used at the end of a verb, a command form, te form, to just say, won't you? So, won't you do something for me? Oshietekurenai, won't you teach me? Yes, anyway, ogottekurenai, won't you treat me? The verb is ogoru. Ogoru. Okay, now when you're a few months, actually about a year ago, I got an email from one of my subscribers who was really pissed off because he was walking down the street and someone said oniisan to him, and he knew what that meant, and he was pissed off that, why were they calling me oniisan? And I'm like, dude, that's just the way people, it's like calling somebody brother in America. When you're walking, hey brother, come on in, brother, or sister or something. So it's just a slang expression. Of course, oniisan means older brother, and oneesan means older sister, but when you're walking down the street, it's a way to call a customer, that someone you don't know, you call them in. You say, come on in, brother. Come on in, sister. How would you say that in a sentence, Tomoko?
お兄さんなんていうのカモンにだから寄ってってとか
maybe 寄ってって入ってください入ってくださいお兄さん
入ってお姉さん
お姉さん Also, if you're in a restaurant, right, when you're calling the waitress, you can say oniisan and oneesan for the waitress, no?
でもちょっとフレンドリーだね
It's very friendly, yeah. But someone may refer to you as oniisan or oneesan. People have called me oniisan.
そう私もよくお姉さんって言われる
People. People call Tomoko oneesan too. So it's just a friendly way to refer to somebody. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't do it to your boss. Okay. Anyway, next words is a good one.
takumina
Takumina. Yes, takumina. And this word, I was surprised at because when they said it in the article, in the video, they're talking about his Japanese, and personally, I thought I had a little difficulty with his accent. When he said ogottekurenai, I thought he was saying okotte. I thought I'd get angry because his pronunciation was a little bit off in my from my point of view. But takumina means skilled. Okay, next word.
呼び込む
And do the other one. The other komu.
Komu?
Yeah, there's two of them, right? Yobikomu to Do you remember the other one? No?
連れ込む、連れ込む。
So, tsurekomu. So both of these words, yobikomu, which means call somebody into a store, and tsurekomu means pull somebody into a store, take someone into a store, are just words to indicate that you're trying to get a customer inside, right? In between that, we have the Japanese word for passerby, which is
通行人。
tsu is actually going through, and ko is go, and nin is person. So yeah, the passerby, person going by, literally going through go person. Tsuukounin, passerby. Okay, and another word that I did not know, but once I saw the kanji, I thought, how could I not know that word? Easy word.
口論。
Kouron. Ko is mouth, and ron is fight. So kouron is verbal fight, a quarrel. And sometimes these verbal fights get worse. They develop into a bad fight, and that's called
発展する。
hatten to develop. Hatten, right? Another word that I had trouble listening because of, even though my listening is pretty good, is because of the pronunciation so fast. I heard keicho, but it's actually
警視庁。
keishicho. Keishicho. But I heard keisho. Keisho, I heard. I thought, what is keisho? But keishisho. I'm sorry. Keishi. Yeah, keishicho. One more time.
警視庁。
Keishicho. Oh, tough one. Anyway, listening was tough on that one for me, I'll be honest with you. The next one is a word you have to know if you ever watch any news programs, because it's almost in every crime news story, and that is
容疑者。
yogisha. Yogi is a suspicion, and yogisha is a suspect. Okay, and this is a great word. Today's word that I think is great. You can also use it in your daily Japanese conversation.
悪気はなかった。
Warugi is basically malice. Warugi wa nakata. So there was no malice. So hey, I didn't mean anything bad by it. You say warugi wa nakata. Gomen nasai, warugi wa nakata. Yes?
But you did, みたいな。
But yeah, you did something bad, but I didn't mean to do something bad. You know. Okay, next one.
犯行。
Hanko is crime. Easy one. Go ahead.
一部。
Ichibu, part. And another word that you will see in the next video coming up, which we're going to make it right after this one.
否認。
Hinin. There are two hinins. One hinin means someone who cannot have a baby. That's different kanji. This hinin is to deny. The opposite of hinin is mitomeru. Okay? And when they accuse one of there's two Turkish guys who arrested. One guy, ichibu hinin shita. Yes?
はい。
So he denied part of the accusation of kyakuhiki. What's the word?
Kyakuhiki
Koui. And the other guy, he said, I don't remember. So he said,
覚えていない。
oboeteinai. This is something that Tomoko often has a problem with after she drinks a little alcohol.
No, you.
Me? I remember.
You remember?
I remember everything, unfortunately.
風俗店？あ、違うか。
I've never been to Fuzokuten. It's true. If I had been, I would tell you, because my wife wouldn't care. No, actually, she would care now, but she wouldn't have cared if I'd gone before I'd met her. Yes, okay. Anyway, but I've never been. I've been invited quite a few times, but it's always interesting how Japanese will invite you. And just a little side note for you guys who are interested in that, and I know a lot of you guys are because you're scumbags. No offense, no judgment. A lot of them will not accept foreigners because actually one of my students' husband owns one of these, and she told me that he said that foreigners just don't understand the rules, so they're often not accepted as customers. They'd rather not deal with them. And of course there's always a language barrier. Anyway, the next word is
摘発。
and that's exposing something. How is it different from barechatta or
バレたはまた違うから、摘発はlike arrest みたいな感じで摘発、逮捕。
So someone's exposed for doing a crime. Mostly used in crime, tekihatsu.
摘発、そうだね。
No, the few minutes ago we talked about this word fuzoku,
はい。
right? Sexual fuzoku. I'm sorry, fuzoku. And this is the first time this has happened in the whole country. So we say
全国で初めて。
So that can be used for something good or something bad. So this is first time in the country. 全国初めて first time in the country. And I told you earlier that this battle or this
合戦
gassen, and it's sometimes pronounced kassen, but in this case gassen. This battle might have been aggravated or
激化
gekika. Gekika suru would be aggravate or made worse. But the word literally means aggravation. So this battle between the two Turkish restaurants may have been aggravated by the fact that they were together, and this may have aggravated the actual kyakuhiki koui, or the illegal pulling in of customers. Okay, that's the vocabulary. Please check your description; it's in there too. Let's watch the video one time. I'm going to cover up Tomoko's beautiful face. Sorry, Tomoko, I'm going to cover you up now, and we're going to watch this video together. We might pause a little few times here. Okay. We're only going to go once though, so you have to watch it again. Again, you'll have to download, or not download because that's illegal. Go watch it on that channel. You can see Tomoko in there in the corner. We're going to put it in the corner there. Okay, ready? Here we go.
悪質な客引き行為の容疑でケバブ料理店の2人が逮捕されました。
So the first sentence always tells you the news. So 2人が逮捕されました。逮捕されました。You see on the kanji on the screen there. 悪質 kyakuhiki.
悪質な客引き
Yes, but on the screen they don't have the not. They just say the.
本当
Yeah, akushitsu kyakuhiki. But she's right. Of course, when you use it as an adjective, it should be akushitsuna kyakuhiki koui. But here it just says, because it's a headline, they shorten it to akushitsu kyakuhiki kebabu ten. So kebab is shish kebab store. Okay, and then on the left there in white it says jittai, the actual. I guess they're saying about the actual happening, right?
カメラがその実態を捉えていました。
夜11時の東京六本木。ネオンが輝く通りを歩いていると。
Some guy just walking down the street and he seems kind of drunk. The camera looks like it's kind of wavering back and forth. And this is Roppongi at night. And right in a few seconds here, the Turkish guy is going to step right in front. Did you see me picking my nose? I have to cut that out. Okay.
突然男が立ちふさがった。
突然 suddenly a man tachifusagaru, a man stepped in front of him.
しつこく声をかけてくるのは通り沿いにあるケバブ店の店員。
So they described him as being shitsukoi, and as you can tell though, he's not really mean or threatening at all. He's very friendly.
そうフレンドリーね
And he's kind of joking. Ogottekurenai, right? Won't you buy me a drink? Buy me a beer. And the guy says, okashi, man, that's strange. I can't do that.
巧みな日本語で足を止めさせ、店内
Takumina nihongo desu. I would disagree that his Japanese is that good, but okay. I guess it's pretty good. You know what? I guess it is good compared to all the other foreigners that you see.
に呼び込もうとする。
Hold on.
さらにこちら
Let's
の
go back a little bit.
巧みな日本語で足を止めさせ、店内に呼び込もうとする。
So he stopped the customer's feet and he said, why don't you, and he called him into the store.
さらにこちらの映像では通行人の方に腕を回し、
Now he's putting his hands on the customer. Right? Ude o mawashi? Tomoko, you there?
そう腕を回し
Wrapped his arm. Ude o mawashi means what? Put your arms around someone's shoulders?
そうだねショルダースとか
Around the body? Ude o mawashi?
回す腕を回す
I didn't know that expression either.
ここでは通行人の方に腕を回し、店内に連れ込もうとしている。
Tsurekomu toshiteru. So he tried, that's the try tense. Tsurekomu toshiteru. He tried to pull him into the store.
ここが問題なんじゃないやっぱちょっと力を
これは
加えてる
明
から
らかに悪質な客引き行為だ。
So this is clearly akirakani, right? Akirakani, that's clearly akushitsuna kyakuhiki koi. So they said this is against the law. I guess you're not allowed to touch customers and pull them in like that. And it's pretty clear he's breaking the law at this point.
一昨年の4月からケバブ店の客引きをめぐる110番は27件あり、
So in 2015, in this, where is it?
巡る
Meguru?
引をめぐる客引きについて about だね。
Oh, about meguru. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they were talking about part of Tokyo. In Tokyo, yes, in Tokyo they had 27 cases reported of this kind of behavior, this barker type behavior. But probably most all of them were probably fuzoku.
その多くがしつこい客引きから口論や喧嘩に発展したものだという。
So the majority is oku, right? The majority of them, oku were quarrels that developed, that got worse. They started off as verbal fights and it got worse.
警視庁は風営法の客引き行為の容疑でケバブ店2軒からそれぞれ1人計2人を逮捕。
So here you see the names of the criminals here, well not the criminals, the suspects. And I'm not going to bother repeating those just because, you know why? It's not the point of our study here, and you'll never see them again. Toruku kokuseki, Toruko is Turkish, kokuseki is the nationality.
調べに対してメメット容疑者は客引きはしたが悪気はなかったとは。
You heard it? 悪気はなかった. So, I forgot the 調べに対し According to their investigations,
客引きはしたが悪気はなかった。
Let's see if you can hear that again. That's a good. You'll hear that a lot in a lot of these news programs.
調べに対してメメ。
調べに対して。Shirabi is it shirabi or shirabe? Shirabe, right? That's what I thought, but it sounds like shirabi. I said shirabe when I explained it, but let me see if I can hear you.
計2人を逮捕。調べに対してメメ。
See, that sounds like B to me, but okay. So it is shirabe, right? 調べに対し。
Okay. と容疑者は客引きはしたが悪気はなかったと。
客引きしたが I did the 客引き he admits it, but 悪気はなかった So, but I didn't mean anything bad by it. And he probably didn't know it was even illegal. I mean, I suppose there's a cultural difference here. In other countries you can do that. It's not a big deal. Right?
調べに対してメメット容疑者は客引きはしたが悪気はなかったと犯行を一部否認。
犯行 the crime 一部 partially 否認 denied。
ジョシー君容疑者は覚えていないと否認している。
The other guy says, I didn't remember. 覚えてないと否認している。So he denied remembering. He says, I don't remember. So he denied it by saying, I don't remember. So this is a repeated of the
客引きの摘発は風俗店などではよくあるが。
So although this type of crime is often discovered or exposed literally when dealing with sex services.
トルコ料理店というレストランに対しては全国で初めて。
This is the first time this has ever happened to a Turkish restaurant.
実は今回摘発されたケバブ店の近くには別のケバブ店があり。
So actually, there's another Turkish restaurant next to this one.
そのため客引き合戦が激化した可能性もあると警視庁は見ている。
So the police are looking into the possibility, I'm going to get rid of this, that perhaps that made the battle worse because there was a nearby, there was another restaurant, and that basically aggravated their desire to pull in customers. Okay? So that's basically our lesson. Thank you very much, Tomoko. It was a long-ass video, but I hope you learned something. That's the longest one we've done. But you will learn something out of this. And again, if you like our work, then please go jump onto Patreon. And yeah, thank you very much. Okay, we're gonna do another one right now, which is much shorter. So if you want to study some more Japanese, join us for that video as well. Okay, and as always, do whatever you can to help us out with the video. Even if it's just leave a comment that says thank you and thumb it up. That really does help. And of course, even better if you can share it. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks, Tomoko. See you later. Come into the next video. Come into the next video.
やばい